Hi there, Plush here. So, you've probably just read the title. What I'm talking about is my exploration for a certain song. Now, the details of what this song is and how I found it is wild enough to where I thought I would just share it with everyone here. And of course, this all starts in the most obvious place to find the song, Roblox. See, there's this game that I play sometimes on Roblox known as Survive the Disasters 2, which first came out back in 2014. I might make a more in-depth video talking about the game and its predecessor like sometime in the future, but that's a topic for another day. The important part for this video is the fact that the game has various maps with different music. Many of the maps have music from different video games. Some of them are royalty-free tracks, and there's also a whole original soundtrack created by Sky the Floof. There's also a fandom wiki for just this game within Roblox, which provides links to each song that appears in this game, except for one. The map of Disaster Derby. In-game, the song pops up as being labeled Pure McIsaac, unknown track name. The wiki also says Pure Mr. Isaac instead, but still lists the name as unknown track name, and is quite literally the only song without a YouTube link on it in the entire wiki. So what gives? I wanted to find this track for a little personal project that I'm still working on, but recording it directly from in-game would be somewhat difficult. The main issue would just be the fact that, you would hear Roblox background noise even if I were to mute everything that I could otherwise. And just the fact that there's no guarantee that I can get Disaster Derby with how the map voting system works. So, my first step in this whole shabacle was to look up the artist's name, of course. And somehow this sort of led me into a weird rabbit hole. See, Pure McIsaac is a name that appears on places such as YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, Last.fm, the stop music website known as Premium Beat, Shazam, and more. However, it looks like a lot of the songs that are under his name are just gone. His artist profile for places such as Spotify, Apple Music, and Deezer only have 2 songs on it, which are songs that have more than one artist credited for them. YouTube, Shazam, and Premium Beat are completely empty outside of a few YouTube video re-uploads. Last.fm was my first real lead to any music outside the handful of YouTube videos and the 2 on the art sites, but I searched through them and none of the music on Last.fm could even really be properly previewed, given that Last.fm is a database rather than being a direct link to the songs. After a bit more searching, I also ended up finding a site known as Sonic Hits, which has the same lists as Last.fm and it links to YouTube videos. But a lot of these links are either incorrect or are just links to full, sometimes multiple hour videos that have nothing to do with the song. Maybe just hang the song in YouTube's copyright thing or something. I have no clue. But most of the ones that were on there, which means most of the Last.fm songs, seemed to not be the unknown track. I also did search up Pure Mr. Isaac just to cover my bases, and there are no songs under that name. So the Survive the Disasters 2 wiki name is just a typo. This leads to a weird roadblock, mostly because no sites seem to have a full list of Pure's songs, so I decided to pull out a very desperate move. I used Shazam. Or, not exactly Shazam. See, there's a program on my computer that is named SongRec. It uses Shazam's API to find a song, So it's basically using Shazam, just being able to do it off of a desktop computer. So, while playing a bit of Survive the Disasters 2, I had the program ready and ran it once Disaster Derby was the map that was on. In all transparency, I didn't expect the program to actually find anything. I expected it to just say no song or something like that. But to my surprise, it actually came up with a song pretty immediately. The weird thing though was that the artist name was not Peter McIsaac. The song was named Leaving Forever Theme, and it said it was by Boombox Sound. This was a bit of a weird one because I had never heard of Peter McIsaac already, so now that there was this new name for this song was a bit weird. Trying to find anything under Boombox Sound's name was massively difficult. Just looking up Boombox Sound tended to, pop up results for a generic boombox, especially for the Lethal Company item and, ironically enough, Roblox items. But I did get a lead from an advertisement released back in 2015 for Kubota.
After all I've done around here, you're replacing me with that hunk of metal?
The ad itself is listed on a few sites as being called Leaving Forever, and Boombox Sound of Toronto is often credited for the sound design. The song does appear in the last 30 seconds of the 90-second ad, which means we found the song. Right? Oh, about that though. While the ad has the song, there doesn't seem to be a version of the song without the voiceover explaining the product. Likewise, Boombox Sound is a bit of a dead end. They have a few sites and social media links, but they don't link back to the Kubota ad at all. I was assuming at this point that Peter might have worked at Boombox Sound for a while, so I tried searching Leaving Forever by Peter McIsaac to no avail. So now we're back to a dead end again. What do I do now? I found an ad with the song, but that seems about it. Well, I could have just given up at this point. After all, it is just a random song in a random Roblox game that I just find interesting. But I really wanted to find this song. So I decided to take a few steps back, a little reset in my search. I mentioned earlier that there was a website named Premium Beat. At first I brushed off the site given that the artist page for Peter McIsaac seems to have been wiped of all the songs, which seems to have happened on some of the other sites. And my search engine did also pop up other songs that did work off that site, but these songs were typically the ones that you could find on the other sites that were already available, such as Last.fm or whatnot. However, when I decided to do this search again and really scroll through, I realized that a lot of the songs that the search engine that I used found for Premium Beat were not ones that were listed elsewhere like I thought. So, I decided to search specifically Peter McIsaac Premium Beat and looked at every single song that I came across. And after multiple pages of search, I found it. It turns out Shazam has the wrong name for the song. What I assumed happened is that the song, which is royalty free according to this site, was taken by Boombox Sound for the ad to use and Shazam just didn't know. But the full version of the song, named Stagecoach Ride, is the true name of the song. The site adds an audio watermark unless you buy it, and the song seems to not be anywhere else. It is not on YouTube, it is not on any of the sites that I listed prior. Seriously, Virus, how did you get this song and you don't know where you got it from? I don't know how you got this song. I guess now that I know where it is though, there is one simple question. Do I buy a license for it now that I know the song?